Welcome to my dad's car. Enjoy!
Welcome to My Dad's Car, a podcast discussing our personal relationship with automotive nostalgia. And you know what? It doesn't even have to be about your dad's car. It can be your mum's, your grand's, your parents', guardians, or even a neighbour's. If it made an impression, let's talk about it.
Hello.
Hello, mate. How you doing?
How's it going? All right? Yeah, good.
Got a headache today.
Oh, no.
Oh,
What's the cause? What's the
I
trigger?
don't
Any
know.
ideas?
Life.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
I've just been down to get our Christmas tree this morning.
Is this a fresh one or kind of out the shed?
Yeah. No, a fresh one from the garden centre up the road, yeah.
Cool.
Just had that annual sort of, you put it in the Christmas tree stand and you think, oh, that's nice and straight. Yeah, cut it, and all of a sudden,
It's had a few drinks.
it's very tipsy. Yeah, it's doing a Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
Smooth
nice.
Criminal sort of lean. Yeah,
Smooth Christmas tree.
yeah, very good.
Hee hee, ho ho. Very festive already.
Could be onto something there.
So the children are going to come home from school.
That's the plan. Yeah, they'll come home and sort of ruin it, and then we'll let.
Have you decorated it yet, or is that down to them?
No. It's literally just there in its sort of natural form.
Yeah,
Because what usually happens is they'll do their stuff, and then,
they go to bed and you redo it.
well, not me. No, the wife will do the lights and stuff, and because if I do it, I'll do it wrong, no doubt. Yeah, and then come tomorrow, it should be looking like a Christmas tree, hopefully.
Yeah.
A little bit of snow here earlier as well.
Oh, really?
A little flurry, yeah. I mean, I say it really was a little bit as well. It was literally just a sort of light dousing, but it's seriously cold.
Yeah, it is chilly.
Yeah,
Oh well. Yeah, I reckon this chap's
it's ghosted us.
he's ghosted us. We've been stood up.
Yeah,
He's had a better offer.
I could try and pretend to be him, and you could just do a one-to-one. I don't know what he sounds like. So
I could land you a real hot water. He's an Indian chap.
Won't be able to put that out.
Yeah, I don't think we can. No.
No.
So, shall we reflect back on the past 10 months or so, in absence of said gentleman?
Yeah, let's do it.
And yeah, I think it was just before I turned 40. Actually, I think late February. I think we put the first podcast teaser out.
Yeah, I think I left my previous employment right at the end of November. I seem to remember hearing from you not long after that.
Yeah.
Obviously, the first podcast didn't happen, like you say, until this year.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was certainly wheels in motion, wasn't it, at that point?
We are, as of today, 2,975 downloads.
Oh, could hit the 3K mark.
A smidge away from 3,000, yeah. Which, yeah, I would have thought, kind of all being well, as long as we don't get cancelled in the next 3 days, Tuesday's episode will go out and that'll kind of, just...
Tip us over. Yeah, that's great. I think we're quite happy with that, aren't we, given how long we've been doing it?
Yeah, it says we're 10 months old, according to this first episode, 21st of February it was published. So, yeah, that's pretty good going, I think.
Yeah, we'll be teething soon.
We'll be what, sorry?
Teething soon.
Yeah, sleeping through the night.
Yeah.
So, any highlights for you? It's hard to pick particular things out, but
it is. Yeah. I mean, I don't think there's been any like low lights. I can honestly say that I've enjoyed everyone that we've had on.
Yeah,
they've all been very different as well, which makes it interesting for us, I think, because you never quite know what sort of conversation you get into, do you? But I think one that sticks in my mind from a sort of comedic value is the gran or nan who used to clean her car with Pledge.
Was that
Was it Mark?
Yeah, possibly. I know he spotted a neighbour cleaning their car with a Brillo pad, and he kind of just kept quiet because he didn't like them.
I keep doing it. Funny you say that. Actually, I was driving home. Might have been yesterday, and there was a guy on his drive having a go at his car, and he had a like a garden broom. He was just sort of slapping that all over.
Oh, it was Lee's dad, Lee Sibley's dad.
It might well have been. Yeah. So he was going at it with the garden broom. Yeah, it was amazing. sweeping up.
What goes through people's heads? You're like,
I guess it's a case of that's literally all I've got to hand to brush something off a car.
but a hand would be better, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah. But then I guess when it's 0 degrees outside,
Yeah. I saw a guy this morning pouring hot water on his windscreen.
that's a classic.
You know, kind of just sort of winced as I walked past. It's like,
Yeah,
yeah, that's not what you want to be doing.
just handing the card for auto windscreens while you're there.
Yeah. So yeah, the pledge, that was pretty good, wasn't it, actually?
But no, there's been loads, and I think that some of the best stuff that comes up is stuff that triggers memories in our minds.
Yes.
You might have completely forgotten about, but then before you know it, we might be reciting a ridiculous story that's sort of a similar similar subject.
Yeah, definitely. I think, yeah, we've had some fun with music, haven't we?
Mm.
Yeah, Ben's episode about them having Phil Collins and Les Miserables. Les Miserables. Yeah, on his trip to France.
Yeah.
And it's just those on repeat.
Yeah, it's excellent. We didn't get quite enough time to make the Christmas compilation, did we, this year? Maybe next year.
I guess technically there's still time. We're recording this at the beginning of December, aren't we? It's going to go out in a few weeks. But
I suppose what we could do is stick out a question on Instagram. Choose one song from your parents' car music history.
Yeah.
And we'll compile the best 20 or something. I don't know.
Now that's what I call, are we nearly there yet?
Yeah. No, that's what I call pledge.
I don't know what my highlight is, actually, of kind of particular stories. I guess the story from Sarah about her dad being Q from James Bond.
Yeah.
That we didn't expect that. That was kind of cool. The one with Colin Chapman and Rob, I guess him sat in the Lotus at Earl's Court.
Yeah.
Turns around, there's Colin Chapman sat there. And yeah, that's kind of pretty remarkable as well. I guess at that moment in time, you wouldn't realise kind of the significance of that.
Yeah, Rob had some really good stories, didn't he? I think we both agree that's one of our faves of the year.
Statistically, I messaged him yesterday, actually. He's now the most downloaded guest episode. So,
oh, right. Maybe a free cup maybe winging its way to him.
Yeah, indeed. So yeah, he's currently the leader, but anything can happen.
Yeah.
We did obviously joke at the time that yeah, his mum quite likes it. So yeah, maybe she's just kind of clicking download.
Forgetting.
That's right, yeah. Absent-mindedly downloading the episodes.
Yeah. Ties in with our idea of targeting old people's homes, doesn't it?
Indeed. Yeah, definitely. I think we've been really lucky with the guests we've had on, and I think also very lucky with the support we've had. People have kind of embraced it.
Yeah.
Everyone I've spoken to just kind of gets it. They understand it. And yeah, you talk to them and they might not seem like car people, but then, yeah, all of a sudden, I was at a wake actually I was at a funeral, but then, yeah, the wake, we were chatting to some people and some tales just popped up from their childhood of particular cars.
Yeah.
I think Ford Cortina or Ford Granada or something like that. And yeah, parents always had Fords.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it does resonate. Like we keep saying, I guess we just need all these individual people to kind of share with one or two more people.
Yeah.
Just really get that snowball rolling.
Yeah, definitely.
A seasonal reference there.
Very good. Very good. It did sort of remind me, actually, just putting the tree in the car just now. It's like a real sort of, obviously it's an annual thing now for me because I am the dad. So
yeah,
I kind of wish I'd done it with the kids in the car, actually, because usually I do, but this year I haven't. But yeah, got the usual sort of car full of needles already. And
did you use the work wagon though, the gardening wagon?
No, I didn't actually. No, I used the family wagon, which is probably a bigger vehicle actually when the seats are all down. But yeah, it does a job.
Yeah, we've got the old plastic tree which we've been rolling out for years on end, and it's still going. So for the time being, at least, I guess it will be that. Talking of Christmas trees, actually, a memory from when I was a kid, and I'm not sure whether this is one of those memories that I've been told or I remember, but my stepfather had a green MGB GT, and yeah, we went to get a Christmas tree one year, and we had to have it poking up through the Webasto roof, so it sat in the front, and yeah, it was poking up through the roof. But I must have been, I don't know, 3, 4 perhaps. So whether that is one I remember a bit about the car. Kind of had sort of like the deck chair fabric and stuff, like orangey, browny shades of the 70s.
Yeah.
And yeah, obviously a rollback roof, but yeah, I don't remember a huge amount about it. But yeah, getting big things in small cars, that's what you do, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess if we set our sights for next year, it's more of the same, isn't it, really?
I think so, yeah. it's not like we're struggling to get people to come on, is it? It's well, we are today, but
Yeah, apart from today, yeah, we've got 5 or 6 kind of booked up in advance.
yeah,
A real sort of cross section of people from
yeah.
various walks of life. So that's good.
I think generally as well, obviously we say it all the time, but the car thing, it's not necessarily about cars, but the conversation usually feeds itself, doesn't it? In terms of, you go back to an era and you might remember something from that era, and it takes you away from the actual subject of a car. So that's why we always say some of the guests that we have on aren't necessarily petrol heads, but it doesn't matter, does it? It just sort of runs away with itself.
Yeah, it's the stories, isn't it? I guess, the people involved in the stories. It's not necessarily, if your dad, like Victoria Beckham, for example, had a Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to be that. The offer is still out there, obviously, for her to get in touch if she wants to have a conversation with us.
Yeah.
We have tagged her in some posts, but as yet...
Matter of time, isn't it? It's probably a very busy time for her this time of year, I'd imagine.
I understand she's recording a Christmas album with Dane Bowers, but that might just be rumour.
Good bit of stocking filler, that one.
Yeah. Available on cassette in all good Woolworths. And you'll also be able to get it in a dump bin in the 24-hour garage.
Yeah. 99 pence next to the Piers Morgan book.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. The Jeremy Kyle annual 2022.
Yeah. Absolute classic.
Maybe we should do that as well. Maybe we need an annual.
Yeah. Yeah. Could have like get those kids' books where you turn the page and open a flap, it makes a noise. We could just do that with our recordings. Open the boot of a Capri or something like that, and or get a smell. Could be a smell of was it a scratch and sniff with
That's the one, yeah.
Bananas in the glove box.
Yeah, can of pledge.
Yeah.
Just a word search with the Ford and Vauxhall back catalogue crammed into it. Crossword maybe if we're feeling intelligent.
Double page spread on a BX.
Naturally. Hey. I love the fact you're so prepared for this with the
It's always there. It's the one thing that I have to make sure is on the desk, and it's a laptop.
Yeah.
And the jam jar.
Yeah, indeed.
And a big bag of pound coins.
If I left a bag of pound coins lying around, my kids would just run around and pick them up. And we go somewhere and they're like, "Don't worry, I've got some money." And they pull them out of their pocket and you're like, "Where's that come from?" "Oh, it's mine." He's like, "Well, I think it was mine."
You're down £6.
But
I was going to say, actually, just to jump in, we obviously did one sort of show, didn't we, this year, Bangers and Cash Live.
Oh yeah. We definitely need to talk about that.
And we attended a little evening as well, didn't we, with Harry from Ignition. Yeah. So I think in the new year, we're definitely looking to try and get to a few more events, aren't we? Certainly.
Yeah, I think so. If we can meet people en masse, I guess, and give them a bit of a taster of what we get up to.
Yeah.
Obviously Top Gear's been closed down, isn't it now? So there is a place in the nation's hearts for
exactly,
motoring tomfoolery and natter.
Yeah. But we need another person if they want to continue the thruple.
Yeah.
Although it sounds as if they're going to rip up the I think they need to rip up the old formula, don't you? I think it's probably had its day really in terms of where it is. I don't know. I haven't watched it for a long time, but
no, it's one of those you record and just never get around to having an hour to watch.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be on Dave, won't it, for Forever and a Day?
Yeah.
Just in case, anyone's getting withdrawal, someone out there getting cold turkey from Top Gear. Quentin Wilson withdrawal symptoms. Yeah.
Talking about personalised number plates.
Walking around Lexuses, getting excited.
I always rather liked the Quentin Wilson sections in Top Gear back in the day. Because it was all very, not dodgy, but it was all kind of like he had an edge, wasn't it, on whatever he was talking about. Like, oh, you can go and buy this Range Rover for X amount of money. You're going to save money here. And
it's sort of a gateway drug dealer, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Go on, you can get into this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine this MX-5 on your driveway for just $3,995 or whatever it would have been. And, a slightly smoother Mike Brewer, wasn't he?
Yeah, a bit of a Mike Brewer, but with a Ray Wilkins haircut, I think my brother always used to say. God rest his soul.
Sort of slick back and a leather jacket, pair of slacks.
That's it. Pair of loafers, maybe a roll neck.
Oh, nice.
He'd be great to get on, wouldn't he, Quentin, I reckon?
Yeah, I wonder what he's up to.
I haven't seen him for a long time. No.
Occasional pop up on the Jeremy Vine show or something like that, I imagine. Counter argument with Disgruntled from Colchester.
Yeah, talking about you, Les.
Definitely. But yeah, we'll have to go through the back catalogue to see where we can track down Tiffany Dale's brother.
I think Tiff's relatively active still, isn't he?
Yeah, he does love cars, I think.
Okay.
I think they've got a bit of a podcast and they do some stuff on YouTube.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think he's still floating around. And yeah, Vicky Butler Henderson, she was on with Harry, wasn't she?
She was, yeah.
Maybe we could have a word with her, see if she's up for it.
Johnny's doing great, isn't he, on his YouTube?
Yeah, I'd love to have a natter with him, actually. I've spoken to him a few times through work.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to, have a chat with him. I'm sure he's got a colourful motoring history, judging by what he's got in the garage.
Yeah. Seems to be growing as well.
But then we find, like, you go back to someone like Ed Little, for example, from B Road, and he's had like 120 something cars, but pretty basic back catalogue, really, when you go back to what his parents had.
Yeah.
To what he's now doing, and kind of, as he said in the episode, like, he was late to the party, really, with cars.
Yeah, I couldn't get my head around that, the fact that he'd accumulated so many vehicles in quite a short space of time, really.
Yeah, it's madness. But I tend to keep cars, I guess, 3 or 4 years, probably, or more than that. I've had the Porsche 5 years, I think, this year. And I had my Polo 18 years, I think.
Yeah. I think when I get a car, my intention is to try and keep it forever.
Yeah.
But usually something comes along that forces me to move it on. Yeah, I think that's happened pretty much every time.
What's the latest with the BMW? We've kind of captured this saga a couple of times.
Yeah, so it's on the market. There's one guy that seems relatively keen.
Okay.
Who's asked some sort of semi-serious questions. He doesn't seem like he's an idiot, and he hasn't also said, would you take 300 quid for it?
Yeah.
Which a lot of people do, don't they, these days? But he's from up north. I think he's Newcastle based.
Okay.
And I think he's got another vehicle to look at, which I believe is in somewhere like Northampton. So I think he was going to try
that one first.
Sort of go via, yeah. But obviously my car is on the south coast now. It's not in London, so it's a bit of a stretch logistically now.
Yeah, you're probably using it, once a month for almost a pointless drive just to keep it going.
Exactly, yeah. Get it up to temperature, and then by the time it's warm, it's pretty much parking it up and leaving it again for another month. So I don't want to sell it, but it's just a waste, really, isn't it? I'd rather see it being used.
Yeah.
Especially if it's going to go to someone that's going to use it properly and take care of it. Which is what you want, really, isn't it? When you've got something you sort of cherished a little bit, and you'd rather see it go to someone like-minded rather than the scrapper.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It could become part of My Dad's Car folklore.
Could be, yeah.
It could be an astute purchase for an investor out there who's thinking that could add to the value.
That's very true, yeah.
Any plans to replace it with anything, or is it just a case of...
Not at the moment, no. I'd love to, but I can't. I haven't got the space for it either. And I'd assume that everything that I'd like to get is not ULEZ compliant either. So...
Yeah, that's the problem. You're then sort of pre-1983, aren't you, if you want something that's all really new, and then that's kind of no real fun in that, as we've discussed. So, you'd have to go old, wouldn't you?
And then if you go old, you really want garage, don't you, which I haven't got.
Yeah.
So for now, it's going to have to be put on the back burner, I think, having a car that I'm sort of into, should we say.
Yeah, I'll have to make do with the Kangoo. And
exactly, yeah. I actually cleaned the inside of the Kangoo this week.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Come up a treat. I think it's the first time it's been cleaned. Obviously, it's usually covered in sort of dust and soil and whatnot.
Yeah.
So now it's a bit of a shock when I get in. It's like a different car.
Has business dipped off at all for the winter?
Oh, yeah, it has. Yeah, massively, yeah. Obviously, grass cutting stopped now.
Yeah. So
predominantly it's just sort of weeding and hedge cutting, that kind of stuff.
Leaves.
Yeah, a lot of leaves. If anyone wants any leaves, let me know. I can sort you out.
Are you going round the corner, emptying them onto someone else's pathway, then popping a leaflet through the door?
Just chuck them in the road and then just get a leaf blower. They just sort of blow down the road. Looks natural.
It's like the Great Escape, getting rid of the mud from the tunnels.
Yeah, Shawshank, just in my pockets. Just a few handfuls a day.
Yeah, get rid of them eventually.
Yeah.
You could mulch them all up and then just sell the compost back to the people you swept them away from.
Yeah, that's what people are doing. Yeah, you can build like a sort of container for them.
Yeah.
And then, like you say, just pile them in there over the winter. And yeah, they'll just turn into mulch. What are you doing with the Porsche over winter? Do you take it out still? Or is it?
Yeah. It's it lives in the garage, so But it comes out in all weathers.
Yeah.
Yeah, one day I may invest in a more practical vehicle as a third car, I guess, for the family. But at the moment, stick with what we've got.
Yeah, why not? What about your meets for the year? Have you got many? Are you done now? Or?
Pretty much, yeah. We've got a Christmas thing this evening, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Just a meal or kind of buffet type thing. So yeah, a bit of a get together. But yeah, they'll be back March at the moment. It's the earliest one. May squeeze one into February.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's just a logistics thing, kind of trying to get time and space around what we're doing and all the rest. So
makes sense.
Indeed. So, what else do we need to say?
So we could dish out a little thank you, couldn't we, to everyone that's bought us a coffee this year. I think it's a bit of a surprise, really, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, I guess so.
If you'd have said to us a year ago there are going to be coffees purchased off the back of our little podcast, it'd be a bit of a surprise, really.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, we're by no means drowning in coffee, but
no.
Yeah, I've had some generous donations, and all donations are generous, really. So, yeah, thank you very much to those who've dug deep and contributed, because it all kind of helps the cause.
Indeed. I was going to say as well, Andy, I did enjoy your youngest's one-to-one with you.
Yeah, that'll go out a couple of weeks' time.
She's definitely got a future in the podcast game.
It's hard to know whether she kind of puts it on, or obviously, she had a little bit to live up to with my oldest having done one already.
Yeah.
So
I'll tell you what, actually, her repeat of the intro was absolutely spot on, wasn't it? It's literally like a carbon copy of the original.
And that was recorded. That was just on a test, actually, when we did that originally. I was just testing out the mic and Zoom and stuff, and I think I just asked her to say something, and that's what she said. And it was like, oh, good, I've recorded that. That'll do.
Perfect.
And yeah, originally I thought, oh, maybe we'll change that every episode. And then I played it to a few people, and they're like, no, you should keep that.
Keep it, yeah.
And it's now part of history. And she's recorded some stuff for an outro as well. So I'm going to try and loop those together.
Oh, nice.
And make that so that the outro isn't me with my mundane voice, and it's sort of a chipper 5-year-old.
She's going to want to cut on the profits at this rate, isn't she? It's not that there are any.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's all going in my estate.
Yeah. Royalties.
Exactly. Yeah, that was good fun, actually. Yeah, just to do that. She wanted to come on it, and we've done that one. Yeah, if either of your two fancy it at any point, then
I should try. Yeah, I should try and do them both at the same time. It'd just be a
chaos,
a fight over the microphone. Yeah, I think they'd enjoy it.
Yeah, a bit of fun. It only needs to be 5-10 minutes long, but yeah. We'll say thank you very much to everyone. Merry Christmas, I guess. Happy New Year. There'll probably be some sort of Christmas break, I imagine. At least from editing.
Yeah.
You may not notice that there might not be an episode go out kind of between Christmas and New Year. I doubt anyone's going to be listening to podcasts.
No.
They'll be watching repeats of Great Escape.
Herbie,
nursing hangovers.
Yeah. You got any favourites, Andy?
What, the films? I quite like The Great Escape, actually. If the Italian Job's on, I like to watch that. But I won't be able to get a look in on the telly. There'll be whatever.
Exactly. Yeah.
The CBeebies Panto and repeat.
Yeah.
I'm sure there'll be a Disney film out.
Justin Fletcher.
Yeah. All of those things. Yeah. We'll get an hour or two in the evening probably for some sort of trash television.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you very much, John.
Pleasure.
We'll wrap it up. Roll the credits. Thanks for listening to My Dad's Car podcast. If you have enjoyed this episode, please click subscribe, leave us a review, and follow us on social media. If you'd like to support us further, you can buy us a coffee or sign up to give us a monthly bump start. You'll find details on our website, mydadscar.co.uk. Bye for now.